Well, here you are again, watching Room 101 instead of studying, are we? Naughty, naughty. Let's go on in and see what little delights await my favorite students in exam 4. Today's test is all about stimulating your mind. I call this little exercise Biology 101. This is how it works. I'm going to read out some facts relating to biology. And you will see that you have one rubber duck, let's give it a squeeze, and one rubber bone. Here's what we're going to do. When I read a statement out, if you think it's true, you will raise the duck in the air and give it a good squeeze. And if you think the statement is false, the bone comes flying up in the air and you give it a good squeeze as well. And after you've answered each of these questions, both your hands must return into this tank we have here.
There was that black cloth on that large, like squarish whatever thing, and then it started moving. I was like, oh my gosh, there's something under there, you know.
Are we ready? I think we should begin! Shh! Here we go. 1, 2, 3!
I just don't like things which are not human beings. So if you're not a human being, you know, get 5 feet away from me.
At the risk of sounding cocky, I'm going to say that this is probably the easiest challenge there was, because I'm very comfortable with animals. Hello,
Ethan was pissing me off like crazy. He was just like, oh, froggy, froggy, kissy, kissy. What the f is that about?
Yeah, frogs are your best friends because you have no friends.
Come on, KM. Hands in the tank at the risk.
Okay, I'm gonna push it away from you.
Well done, stay there. Let's go. Frogs belong to the amphibious group. Next one, frogs' eggs are called spode. Tadpoles have teeth. Frogs return to the pond where they are born to breathe. Frogs sometimes eat tadpoles. Frogs' teeth are sharp enough.
I had no idea what I was doing and I was just randomly putting up my hand, looking forward to the end of the exam.
And that's the end of the exam. Well, part 1 that is. I do have some good news for you. Thankfully, Mother Nature has brought us a little something to take care of this frog problem. For the next part of your exam, hello there, welcome. And what do we have here? Let's meet our latest student in room 101.
When I was a kid, I watched this show where a snake downed a large animal and then swallowed it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
You know, snakes are for bags. That's what they're for.
And for part 2 of this exam of ours, I'm going to have you wear these blackout goggles.
I can't see now, great. I have to fend the frogs off for myself because I really don't like frogs. And there's a snake running around. What do I do now?
And of course, same thing when I read out a statement. If you think it's true, raise your hand and squeeze the ducky. If it's false, then the doggy bone goes up and squeeze that. Are we ready? Let's begin. Asia has the most venomous snake species of any continent. Hands down! Boa constrictors strangle their victims before eating them.
Is it a snake? Oh my god, no. And it was like sliding up in here and I was like ticklish. And it was scary at the same time, so I didn't know how to feel.
Next, the black mamba is the fastest snake on land. Snakes have wet, slimy skin. Well done, students. Goggles off. My, I have to say I've heard of some rather strange phobias, but the phobia of dead fish, that's a first, I'll admit. And here comes my assistant with the results. Yes, come here to Mummy. Thank you. Enough you go. An extra helping of cat food tonight for you, my dear. Let's see how well you all did. At the top, Natasha and Ethan both tied. Well done, the both of you. Next, Jason. Well done. And I believe I can safely welcome back Victoria. And we're now down to the bottom 2 students. I do think you know who you are. Close fight, just about 1 point apart. Luke! School's out for you, my boy.
You're awesome, dude.
I feel pretty bad that I lost, like really, it's a lot worse than I thought it would be, but I'm glad that Kim got it because he had to go through a lot psychologically, like he really faced out his fear, and yeah, you know, one of us has to go.
Who will be saying goodbye to us all? We'll find out soon, back here for exam number 5. Class dismissed!